Preface.
The book you are about to read has the potential to change your life in ways that go beyond relieving pain, healing emotional minds, and balancing the soul. When you've been to the dark territory of pain, unable to put on pants or sleep a full night, as well as suddenly being unable to walk or move with full naturalness and freedom, even after trying surgery or all kinds of patchy medications and other therapies that haven't had the desired satisfactory effects. Feeling the desperation or depression that emanates when all of this persists and does not quickly subside, completely ending your patience and energy. On the other hand, experiencing back pain as a gift and as a blessing. Because finally, you realize that this same pain is teaching you how to recover. It is teaching you that something must be changed in his life and that you must start taking responsibility and taking action on some fronts that have been neglected for years. While our body continues to suffer in silence, it loudly makes us aware of its power to manifest illness as a wake-up call. Only when we fully understand some things about ourselves will the solution be within your reach and you will be able to obtain it. Throughout all these years as a patient and self-taught person, I now have the passion to share what I have learned with others. This book is my gift to you. Whether you suffer from back problems or not, if you follow the recommendations described and recommended here, you will enjoy a longer, pleasant, healthy, peaceful, and creative life. I know how well these habits work. I learned a lot about pain and the power of self-healing and the anti-fragility or resilience of people who had the privilege of taking care of themselves and being aware of their body. The story of a colleague, very hardworking, active, beautiful, and intelligent, who had been incapacitated by back pain for many years. At the age of 27, she felt her life was broken. She lost her job and had serious financial problems as a result. After her surgical operation did not provide the relief she had so eagerly hoped for and desired, one day she stumbled upon me. I had already gone through all this, but without resorting to surgery. A story that I will tell in Chapter 1. Although she was not too convinced, because what I was teaching her seemed too simple to help, she decided to follow me. Among the various topics we talked about were, how could she learn what was really happening to her? How could she learn the relationship between the health of her muscles, her emotional mind, and her spine? How to perform a series of physical exercises and stretching to help strengthen and align to increase the natural protection in her entire spine. How to learn relaxation, stress control, and negative thoughts. How to maintain a diet rich in fiber, minerals, vitamins, antioxidants, pain-relieving natural spices, and low in processed foods. How to learn how to accept. And with all this, she could possibly achieve what surgery had not been able to. She was unable to afford another surgery, so she started applying all the principles and habits described in this book. Day after day, year after year, she began to notice how all those pains were disappearing. Not only that, but she felt much more positive, creative, and energetic than before. Even though pain would sometimes reappear and persist, she felt that she had learned a way of life that she would never have discovered if it were not for the pain, my influence, and her willpower. Currently, she enjoys a normal life. She has the pain under control and the injury stabilized. All of this through natural means and thanks to her patience, discipline, work, and persistence. Dear readers, surgery, medications, patchwork therapies, or alternatives may help, usually temporarily. Although there are always exceptions, we are never aware that the true problem that caused the illness has not yet been eradicated. We have not learned anything, and in a short time, the symptoms reappear. Even another problem may have developed or the situation may have worsened in another part of the column. And we must learn and accept that the essence, the important, and the trigger are our bad habits. Habits that we are not even aware of because we do not listen to our body enough. Many of us move by inertia in a state of relative unconsciousness about our body until we face a challenge like illness. When suddenly we become paralyzed, unable to do such simple things as bending down, standing up, lifting a child, or even a kitchen utensil, life takes on a new perspective. If the pain persists long enough, it is like a small death. We will never be what we were before, and we have not yet been reborn into what we will be. This period of uncertainty, this dark night of the soul, questions our most basic assumptions and values. Who are we? What is most valuable to us, and what meaning does a well-lived life have? These questions are part of the journey towards healing, wholeness. The most absolute and sincere expansion of our being. When the body is broken, suddenly life becomes very precious and we take better care of ourselves. When we feel isolated by pain, we realize how lucky our family and friends are. We seek time for them. When we can't work, we realize where we'd rather be working. We may even question our mortality. Are we just this body, or are we something more durable? How do we feed our spirit? The reward of healing is that we remember what is beautiful and valuable, even after the pain is gone. Be respectful to yourself. Healing is a gradual process. Follow the guidelines the book conveys, working at your pace, and finding some allies in the process. No one heals alone. When we share our process, the difficulties as well as the triumphs, a kind of magic occurs. By communicating with others, we learn and grow together. And remember, recovery is an adventure that can transform you forever, not just physically but also emotionally and spiritually.
Enjoy the journey.